everyone, Monica Bodierski here. How are you doing? I am the artist and author of the Shadowland Tarot and the House of Shadows Lenormand. If you are new to this channel, I usually talk about tarot, Lenormand cards, divination, and I do consider myself a bit of a divination expert, which is kind of a lofty title, but you know, I've been reading cards and divining for over 40 years, so you would hope I have something to offer in the way of tips and tricks and just how to approach certain divination methods. So thank you for joining. If you have been here before, I want to take a moment to say thank you very much for all the comments and the feedback that you do leave, and for liking and subscribing and all the rest. If it weren't for your support, I probably wouldn't be doing these every week, and I wouldn't be motivated, because it's really nice to know that people are there and listening to you and appreciating what you do. So thank you. So, what are we talking about today? Well, we're talking about a few things. You know, one of the things that I get asked a fair bit and seems to create a little bit of division within the cartomancy community can be whether you use tarot for predicting the future, fortune telling, or whether you use it for reflection and self-awareness. And that's a kind of a binary. I, of course, not really caring much for that binary, am somewhere in between, which is, well, both, but you can, rather than ask for a prediction of a fixed future outcome, you can simply ask, what is the likely outcome? Because it leaves you with the power to change your future and your destiny, which I believe you can. I do not believe that you are a passive observer in your life. You have agency, so you can change those outcomes. So rather than just say, what is going to happen to me, blah, blah, whenever, whatever context, you can say, if doing this, what is the likely outcome? Ooh, hey, I have another approach. Ooh, if I do this, what is the likely outcome? Weigh your options. Make an informed decision. I think that's what tarot is best at, honestly. So keep your power. Don't give it away to cards. Even your favorite Shadowland cards, the power is yours. Okay? Okay. What else is there I wanted to mention? Well, I've mentioned this a fair bit, but do you really want to know the outcome? You know, that seems fairly, yes, no, yes, but I'm nervous. I've had so many clients who say, I need this reading, but I'm afraid of what's going to happen. There's no need to be afraid, but you do need to want to know and be open-minded and have an open heart about truth and the many ways of looking at that truth, okay? There's so many perspectives. There's no need to be frightened, you know, unless you're dealing with a reader who is really, really horrible at diplomacy. You know, your cat is dying. You know, like, I mean, what is that all about? You know, I don't put a lot of stock in people who give you those kind of doom melodrama readings. Goodness knows Hollywood keeps perpetuating that myth, and it is quite damaging. That could be causing fear. It could be causing anxiety. Get to know a little bit about the process. Ask the reader, what is involved? What can I expect? You know, prepare yourself mentally. You'll probably eradicate that. If you're reading for yourself, just ask yourself this. Do I really want to know? Do I need to know? Do I need to know now? Because if the answer is nah, leave it, okay? Just wait. Just wait and don't go there. Because if there's that much of a gut feeling of fear to even find the answer, I guarantee your answer will not be objective. You're going to look at any card, even positive cards, and see horror. I've watched that in action. It's really an interesting phenomenon. Okay, so one other thing, I guess this is the third thing, I guess I should have numbered these, is looking at a card in its entirety And I speak about this all the time when I talk about shadow work. And I've created a deck for shadow work, but you can use that deck just for everyday readings. And the reason I was so fascinated with shadow work was not just the psychology of it, because I love that aspect of tarot, and not just because of the ghost aspect and spirits, because obviously I love that aspect, but also because there's so many layers to every card. If you're not sure if you're being objective about it, look at all aspects and ask yourself honestly. Be your own reader and ask yourself all the questions, or look at it from all the angles. For example, let me just pull a card here. The first card I've got is, it's the Ten of Wands. Okay, the Ten of Wands is showing this rodent, rat, mouse, not sure which, carrying 10 chunks of lumber. We for those of you who are familiar with the Ten of Wands, you know it's a little bit about the culmination of a load, carrying a heavy weight and burden. And let's just say I looked at this card and I could say, yeah, doing it, managing fine, look at the weight I can shoulder. Yes, that's certainly one way of looking at it, and it's not wrong. But you might consider looking at it from other perspectives, like, ouch, my back. I clearly am carrying too much weight. There's another aspect. Or then there's this other perspective that says, looks like it's on the verge of being too heavy, and I bet they just wanted that apple on top. Maybe there's another approach to what I'm doing right now that would involve me letting go of a few things. There's another way. When you look at all of those different things, you're not just cherry picking what is, that's the nicest one. No. To be objective, you need to feel it in your gut, in your chest, wherever you locate those sensations of, I know that's right, because that's not necessarily comfortable, but it's the truth, okay? And that's what you're looking for when you're being objective. I'm not sure I've explained objectivity with cards. If I have and I've repeated myself, forgive me on that. But that is another thing when you're trying to look at likely outcomes that you want to keep in mind, okay? Okay, well, there was a quick video on all sorts of stuff. So I hope you enjoyed it. I have a great time sharing these, as I've mentioned. If you want some free readings, please come over to Instagram. Spell the name Monica Bodirski, and you can find me without any trouble. I'm also on IGTV for those free readings I was just describing, with Pick a Pile and with single card readings. And yes, I do use my own decks. If you're interested in those or classes, pop on over to my website. I'll leave that in the comment section below in the information. And thank you so much. Tell me what you think of what I just shared, and if you've ever had trouble being objective, do you stick to single ways of looking at things? Do you believe in destiny and free will too? Let me know. Okay, until next time, please stay safe, stay well, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.